It's May 1st, 2017, and it's time to review 5 of the most outrageous, infuriating, or just plain baffling things that have happened lately. It's your Facepalm 5. Let's count them down. Number 1, Trump Care 2.0. Republicans in Congress are having another go at repealing the Affordable Care Act, reintroducing their American Health Care Act with a few tweaks designed to make it more appealing to the far-right Freedom Caucus. Tweaks such as an amendment that would allow states to opt out of certain federal mandates, enabling insurance companies in those states to charge more to cover people with pre-existing conditions. Even with this amendment, the resurrected Trump Care bill isn't likely to pass. Last time it lost conservative support for not being cruel enough. This time it may actually be too cruel for moderate Republicans to support. It's the way it goes, I'm afraid. Some of you might be wondering if scheming to deprive the sick and the poor of health coverage is what Republican lawmakers do while they're at work. What do they do with their free time? Funny you should ask. Number 2, Republican legislator revealed as creator of misogynistic subreddit. Last week, the Daily Beast published an article revealing that Robert Fisher, a Republican member of the New Hampshire House of Representatives, is the creator of the popular anti-feminist subreddit, The Red Pill. Over the last 5 years, Fisher, under various online aliases, has posted his fair share of misogyny to the forum, as has fellow New Hampshireite, failed state Senate candidate and Donald Trump supporter Joshua Yusuf, who used the Red Pill forum to complain about the corruption and depravity of the feminist system. Don't that sound familiar? After initially claiming to know nothing about the Red Pill subreddit, Fisher released a statement insisting that the many misogynistic quotes attributed to him in the article were taken out of context and actually aren't as bad as they're made out to be, and that his friends and family know that he's actually not such a bad guy. Boy, don't that sound familiar too? Number 3, State Department website touts Trump's private resort. Earlier this month, the official website of the U.S. Embassy and Consulates in the United Kingdom featured an article celebrating the history of Mar-a-Lago, Trump's winter White House. The article has since been removed from the website, but this is only the most recent example of government platforms being used to boost the private interests of Trump and his family. In January, Melania Trump's biography on the official White House website promoted her commercially available jewelry collection. In February, the official Twitter account of the president retweeted a tweet from Trump's personal account attacking Nordstrom for dropping his daughter's clothing line. It's no mystery why Trump loves the coal industry so much. Whether it's a part of the natural environment or a publicly funded government agency, there is nothing that Trump will not strip mine bare to put a few extra bucks in his pocket. Number 4, Attorney General questions authority of judges on islands. Week before last, Attorney General Jefferson Beauregard Sessions appeared on Mark Levin's radio show where he expressed his dismay that, quote, a judge sitting on an island in the Pacific could block an executive order issued by President Trump. Social media was immediately flooded with posts from people pointing out that the judge sitting on an island is a federal judge, and the island he's sitting on is Hawaii, which has been a U.S. state since 1959. Oh, the fun that we had. And look, I'm all for mocking Jeff Sessions by pretending he didn't know Hawaii was a state. Jeff Sessions can go to hell for all I care. But I think we're missing the big picture here. The Attorney General of the United States publicly questioned whether or not a federal judge should have the authority to block what he deems to be an illegal executive order. That scares me way more than the old racist elf in charge of the Justice Department forgetting about Hawaii. And now it's time for the segment dedicated to some of the other things Donald Trump has done lately to disgrace the presidency and embarrass and/or endanger the United States and the world. It's number 5, the further misadventures of Lord Dampnut. Please keep in mind, as always, the following is not a complete list. He gave a rambling, incoherent interview to the Associated Press where he lied about the accomplishments of his first 100 days in office. There haven't been any. Whined about his unfair treatment from the media and claimed offhandedly that a lot of people considered his address to Congress in February to have been one of the greatest speeches ever made. He gave another interview where he said he was looking seriously at, quote, breaking up the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. That's the court that keeps striking down his illegal executive orders. He released a proposal to overhaul the federal tax code that would increase the deficit by between $3 trillion and $7 trillion, but that's okay because Republicans only pretend to care about deficits when Democrats are in charge. He issued an executive order that could lead to a dramatic reduction in federal protection of national monuments, and he issued a press release bragging about the, quote, tough ethical standards implemented by his administration. On the same day, news broke that his former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn is under investigation by the Defense Department for taking foreign payments without permission. Oh, and he gave another interview, this time to Reuters, where he said of being president, quote, I thought it would be easier. All hail Lord Dampnut. That's 5. Speak out, act out, resist. Look after each other. Hey folks, hope you thought that one was worth watching. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And also, please consider helping me to make more videos like this one by supporting this channel through Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/Steve Shives to become a patron of this channel for as little as $1 a month. But if you pledge at a level of $5 a month or more, you can take advantage of some cool perks, one of which is getting yourself a shout out at the end of the Facepalm 5, just like these folks who have become $5 plus patrons since the last episode. Natalie Alford, thank you, Natalie. Brett Dibble, thank you, Brett. And Margaret Shives, thank you, Margaret. No relation that I am aware of, although please feel free to correct me on that if I'm wrong, Margaret. Thanks to all of my new patrons, thanks to all of my old patrons, thanks to everybody who supports this channel in whatever way you do. I truly, truly appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.